Good morning. So I was just over on my personal page and my Instagram stories talking about our crazy Monday morning that we're having. But thought I should just share her too to keep you guys in the loop because I know that's what you care about. So we have had a crazy start to the year. I know we're only 7 days in, but it's been a little bit not so at our house. Two of my kids have pink eye. My husband has a pinched nerve, so he can hardly walk, but he's at work today, don't worry. And I had a tooth extracted that has been like last week, but it's still killing me, and my face is all puffy and whatever. But so it's been kind of crazy. So I've been trying to reflect on what went well in 2018. And I went through and made a list that I'm sharing in my weekly email. So if you're interested in that, just comment, email, and I'll make sure you're on the list. So you can see what went well for us in 2018. I think it's super important to focus on that, to focus on what went well, especially when you're down in the muck and the trenches, or when things go wrong. It's good to have that skill to reflect back on what went well so you can dig yourself out, or at least maintain your sanity for the day. So within that though, I started thinking about how do I make my weeks go so well. I have 3 little kids, 6, 4, and 6 months. My husband is in his second master's program. I own a successful business, so we're a little bit crazy and all over the place sometimes, but our house isn't super chaotic. And I started thinking that is a skill, and that's things that a lot of people don't possess. So here, I wanted to share with you 5 ways that help us save time each week, but also help our weeks go smooth. So because I have to be super strategic about how I spend my time. I'm sure a lot of you do as well. That's just why I'm sharing this. So first, plan. You have to have a plan. I know there are some people that like to fly by the seat of their pants, and maybe that works for them, but it does not work for me. I have to plan what we're having for dinner, schedules, routines. I even go as far as planning out what bedtime stories we're going to read each night. I make a list of to-dos. I know I've talked before about my 3 rocks, and I sit down every Sunday night and I figure out, okay, what are the 3 absolute things that must get done this week. I do 3 business and 3 personal because there's always usually more than that to do, but I try to focus in on exactly 3 things. And then I break it down by day. So if one of my rocks for the week is to clean my house, then I break it down that Monday I do laundries, Tuesday I vacuum, Wednesday I dust, Thursday I do bathrooms, Friday I scrub floors or something. But I try to break it down into smaller actionable steps per day. So each week I have 3 big rocks, and then each day I have 3 rocks for the day. So that really keeps me focused and on point, and it helps me work through my list, really. So you have to have a plan. Second thing that I do is I repurpose all of my content. So if you own a business, this is something you definitely should be doing. So for example, this Facebook Live is going to be turned into a blog post, which will be turned into a social media post, and then will also be turned into an email campaign. And then we'll share that blog all over social media, all over a couple blogging sites. We'll share on social media several times, so that all I'm doing is this one piece of content, and my team is managing the repurposing and doing all the other pieces. So for me, it's saving me way more than 30 minutes a week, because all I have to do is record this video. Third thing, I make sure I find downtime for myself. Some people call this self-care, some people call it downtime, some people, they call it different things. But for me, I need time to shut my brain down. Sometimes that's taking a really long bath. Sometimes that's reading a book. Sometimes that's sitting by myself. Sometimes it's going for a drive. It really depends on my mood and what I've had going on, but I have to have time each week to shut down my brain. Really, that's what it is. For me, is shutting down my brain, where nobody's yelling my name and I don't check email. So it's critical for me to do that. And I feel like because I find time for myself to shut down each week, that it really does save me time in the long run. Fourth thing, date night with my significant other. When I started my business, I remember asking one of my mentors, how do you keep your marriage alive and successful and happy while you're running a business that is so, I mean, in the beginning it's crazy and sometimes you want to pull your hair out. Let's be honest, sometimes I still want to pull my hair out. But the one thing that she said is you have to have date night. And I remember thinking, you're nuts. Why is date night so important? Like, that's just taking away from my time to work. That, you know, especially at night when my husband's home to watch kids. But we have learned that taking time to nurture our marriage and our relationship is something that keeps our marriage strong despite all the chaos that happens sometimes. But it also gives me something to look forward to. So now I plan my weeks knowing that Friday night is time for me and my husband, and I actually look forward to it. And I do feel like it makes me a better business owner and a better mom, because I am taking that much needed time for myself and my spouse to nurture our relationship. So as crazy as it sounds, make sure you're getting date night with your significant other, or if you don't have a significant other, maybe with a friend or with even just yourself, but make sure that you're taking that time to connect with somebody else and build a relationship, work on your relationship every week. Okay, fifth one, know what your goals are. So for me, I talked about the big rocks, but know what I'm working on each week, month, quarter, year. I'm very strategic about setting out my goals. I'm very clear on my vision, so I know what results I'm working for. If I am not clear on what I'm working on for that day, I am running circles. I'm doing all the little easy things instead of accomplishing what I need to, and what I need to focus on. So that really does help save me time each week when I'm very clear about what I need to be doing. One of the other ways you can do that is with a social media audit. I know that sounds crazy, but just bear with me. So with the social media audit, we dig into your social media for the last year. We tell you what's working, what's not. We give you some ideas of how to make it awesome in 2019, all of which are important so that you have a clear plan, you know what your goals are for the year, and you can get focused and save time. So those are my, if you're interested in that, go ahead and comment audit and I'll send you the information on it. It's on our website, but I'll make it super easy for you. If you just want to comment to anybody that's listening live or anybody in the replay, I'll check for it as well. But those are the 5 ways that I save time each week. I hope they help you. I would love to hear how you save time each week, things that you do to make your week successful. And I hope you have a great Monday. I hope all the sickness leaves our house, and I'll chat with you later. Bye.